7 years ago, the day of catastrophe. A girl looks surprised, while seeing monsters upon monsters coming out of portals. A horrifying disaster, called a dungeon break, occurred. Many people suffered and many others died. The main character's parents died in the disaster. Due to that, he lost everything in an instant. He made a pledge to himself while crying tears of blood. I will definitely become a hunter, rip the monsters apart, and kill them. 7 years later on this day, he was kicked out of the training center. The boy says in frustration, damn it. A hunter? Yeah, right. I will be frank, you no longer need to come to the training center. He says, pardon? He says, what are you talking about? Why am I being kicked out? The big guy says that, since 7 years, he hadn't improved and his talent is beyond trash. If he stays here, their reputation will become shit. Seeing as how you come here every morning to train, you are persistent. But it's unfortunate. Unfortunate my ass, he's stupid for not knowing his place. But can one's stats not increase even after training for 7 years? They talk behind his back while looking hopeless. Back to the present, he crushes a can, saying, besides unlocking unique traits and acquiring skills. How, could my stats not have increased at all? How? How did your daddy die? The small girl says, I know. I remember. When the monsters came rushing in, Daddy died because he saved people until the end. The woman next to the girl says, that's right, then if you're going through something tough later in life, what should you do? The small girl then says, be strong. And don't give up. The main character hears this and opens his mind. You're so strong, my girl. Both girls sees him while bowing, he then sprints off. They motivated him to not give up even if he has lost everything. While running he says, that's right, how did I endure this for the past 7 years, I can't stop here. No, I won't give up. While raining, he goes back and knocks. The big guy opens the door and says, please go back, sir. He says, director, just this once. Please help me take the hunter exam once more. I can't give up like this. The director got pissed off and said, hey you fucking bastard. Why don't you freaking get it? Did you come here because the money you spent was for nothing? Alright, you bastard. I just need to refund you half the membership's fees, right? While looking scared, he says, that's not. He shouts, this isn't about the money. The main character gets punched, while the director says, bullshit. He gets thrown and lands on piles of garbage. What do you mean it's not, you failure of a bastard? Defeated, he says, if I also had a unique trait. No, if I had even a little talent, then. Water droplets begins to drip. A screen pops up saying, the Tower of Trials is praising you for your iron will. Praise? Who's that? He then falls. What's this? He shouts, save me. The big guy comes out and says, seriously you bastard? How dare you cause a... Realizing he's not there anymore, he throws the garbage bags and says, that annoying bastard, TSK? He starts to sink into the water, deeper and deeper. I can't breathe. He falls out of the water, into a dark world. The Tower of Trials has selected all suitable candidates from Earth. Tower of Trials? Did a second catastrophe occur? The screen then says, select a difficulty. The rewards you get will be directly proportional to your chosen difficulty. He looks shocked, with no words to say. He says, I don't know what's happening, but my instincts are telling me this. To seize this chance. He clicks on a difficulty, and falls again. We hope you will obtain satisfactory results at the end of the suffering. You will enter the first floor shortly. Huh. All the challenger's stats and status abnormalities will be restored. You are entering the first floor of the Tower of Trials. The trial will begin soon. Prepare yourself, challenger. After falling some time, he then lands on a hot desert place. He says, this is the desert? A weapon will be provided. The system gave the main character a sword. The subject of this trial is survival. Reward for completing the trial will release a unique trait. Unique trait? He thinks, finally getting an opportunity to get strong, runs for the sword but, something giant appears. What's that? The tutorial trial will begin. He's screaming bloody murder. The difficulty he chose was, hard. A giant sand golem appeared in front of him. He says with a scared expression. This is crazy. He has 10 minutes remaining. The big golem is beginning to attack. While running he sees the screen and it says if you fail the trial you will receive death. Well guys, this is the end of the chapter. If you liked this video, then subscribe to my channel. Let's reach 1000 subscribers.